I'm sure most people have seen Model Builder by now, but just in case you have not, just to quickly make a model, you go to Model Builder, it must be connected to the internet. You'll type in an address or location. I'm just going to type in Los Angeles. Actually, I'm going to type in Avalon and Manchester Boulevard in Los Angeles, because that's where we're at. So it automatically zooms in. I can zoom out by using the center mouse wheel. Right here it says area selected, so this is 170 square kilometers. You can do a maximum of 200 square kilometers. Provided you wanted to maybe take more of a, you can do more of a box this way, and you can actually hover and click over the sides to bring it. It shows red if you're exceeding the 200. It shows black if you're not. You can also use these little grips to make it. You can also use this other one called the draw polygon, and then maybe you just want to draw a corridor of where it is the area that you want to take, like what I did for this project, and just double click to end it. You can also adjust these after the fact as well, just by hovering over them, and it tells you how many square kilometers you have. From the road data, it comes from OpenStreetMaps. If you hover over any of these little icons right here, it tells you where it comes from and some of the accuracy of them. Building data is also from OpenStreetMaps. The imagery is from Bing satellite imagery. What it comes in is, they call it a level 17, I believe, which has a certain accuracy. I can show you that in a second. And then the elevation data, it says, it depends on where you're at, of course, but this is using USGS, and it says it has a 10 meter DEM. So the accuracy is definitely not for refined design. One little thing they did make for people who are actually with BIM 360 now, it's the online version, they are requiring us to save our models in the cloud to BIM 360. If you do not have a BIM 360 license, I believe you can save it locally only. But if you do have a BIM 360 title to your account, you're going to have to put in whatever this project is going to be, and then basically hit the create model. I'm not going to hit this one because I already have it, so I'm just going to close out of this, and within probably about 10 minutes or so you're going to get a email telling you that it's required for download. You'll also get something that looks like this that has a little cloud on it that's grayed out, that doesn't have an image. That just means that you haven't downloaded it yet. So then it'll just take a minute or two to download. When it comes in, it basically comes in on this proposal over here that's called master that I'm just switching to now. So the master is something I recommend you just always keep and don't mess with. And then usually what I do is I'll make a copy of that, add it, and call existing, just so I always have a copy of an existing. And anytime you're going to make changes, add another proposal to whatever you're going to be doing to the project. Also, if you want to, you can just zoom into the area that you'd like to be, and then you can go up to this little bookmark thing, and you can say, okay, let's add a bookmark. I already have some bookmarks of the area that we're working in, so it'll basically zoom us into that area. You can see that it slowly loads sometimes the imagery. This one I actually don't have the imagery on, so let's put insert point cloud. I think that's the one I reprocessed. And to look at what kind of imagery or whatever is coming in from the data, you can just click on this little eye and then the cube and go to data sources. And then to look at the ground imagery, you just double click on it and you'll go to the raster. And right here, the native one I said is 17, which has a ground resolution of 1.1943 meters per pixel. If you switch it to 18, probably will take you about an hour to download the JPEG imagery for it. If you go to 19, you're probably looking at about 8 hours, at least, if not longer. If you want to go down to that, you just hit close and refresh, and then you would let it repopulate. I've stopped it in the middle of repopulating, and that's why we're not seeing the imagery right now, so I should probably redo these ones when I get a chance. Some of the other things you can do here, though, just right out of the box, is if you want to look at any of the street names, what I do is if you hover over any of the streets, it will give you the tell you what street it is from OpenStreetMap, and then you can go click on that and find out what is OpenStreetMaps, where it came from, where it pulls the building footprints. So basically it pulled in all the building footprints from here and stuff. So this is where it's grabbing all of this or this information for you, this data right out of the box. Another thing I do is for an intersection that I want to be working on, I go to the little edit button here, sorry, edit button, I go to styles, and then since the roads aren't correct usually, I mean they've gotten a little better, but sometimes this is definitely not the way it is. I'll go to the road styles and I'll just drag over this null style just to kind of make it be something that's there, and then when I get a higher res satellite image I can actually see underneath the road, and then if I want to start editing it to make it actually be part of my design or editing, I can actually change that style back. So those are just kind of some of the tips that I do. They also have for the views here, it comes naturally in conceptual view, but if you want to view something like contours, you'll have to go to the engineering view, and then you'll actually have to create a boundary and create that, but we can do that in a different video. Anyways, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to contact me. I will see you guys later.